Yo, what's up? It's Jason. I am back and I am off my usual location. I am still traveling and visiting family for the holidays, but I thought I would pop this video in for a little bit of a rundown of some recent additions to the collection. I'm kind of cheating actually. This will be the first recent additions for the year 2024, but I did pick these up just before New Year's. Got these on December 30th. Went downtown Toronto, picked up some stuff on sale, some of the Boxing Day sale, Boxing Week sales, and I also got a big stack of CDs here too. So I'm going to show you some vinyl and CDs and see what you guys think. So first up, I got a lot of really cool experimental music this time. Some of it pretty cheap actually. This one is Basic House. Kind of recognize the name right away. UK artist who actually puts out his own tapes. He runs the tape label Opal Tapes out of the UK. This is his own work. This is like an album or EP on Alter. Like that. Came out sometime in the 2010s and got it cheap and used. The name of the album's called Oats by Basic House. It was only $13, so pick that up. It's kind of cool, like dark, ambient, different glitch noises, etc. That one I got at Sonic Boom, but the rest of these are all from Rotate This in Toronto. A great shop with some killer sales, actually. This one was slightly on sale. This was just like their 10% off for the Boxing Week, but man, what a cool record. Heard about this band before because I had them on a compilation. This is the Sympathy Nervous act. I think it's from Japan. I want to say Japan. It's older stuff that got re-released, clear vinyl edition on a minimal wave label. Excellent label for reissues. I don't think this material was ever actually released before. I think it was like just on tapes and stuff because the artist had lost a whole bunch of recordings in flood or tsunami. And this, though, however, was recovered and it's awesome synthwave stuff. So, pretty cool synth grooves. Excellent tracks. Next up, we got some more electronic here. This is Microstoria Model 3 Step 2. This is from the year 2000. And it was some cheap heat. This was used for $10 at Rotate This in Toronto. So Microstoria, if you don't know this group from the 2000s, it's sort of a side project with members from Mouse on Mars and Oval, I think. Some electronic IDM from the UK. Really good stuff. This is a full album here. 10 tracks. A bit more on the quieter side of ambient electronic. Yeah, so glad I picked this up. I had an earlier Microstoria record that I sometimes think about getting rid of, but every time I play it, I really enjoy it. So there it is. This is a second one for that collection. Now, next up, this was a totally blind buy. The album cover art did intrigue. It was in the electronics section, and it was only $10 used again. So looked it up on the phone. This is, I think the artist is called Struggle Artist, and the album's called Mayors, or I might have that in reverse. It's on Shelter Press, a label I did not know either, but really cool electronic stuff. I believe from the US. So yeah, the design carries through as well. $10, can't go wrong. Why not? This was probably my best steal of the day in terms of sales. Rotate This in Toronto, believe it or not, had half off the red sticker price, which was $20. So I actually got this for $10. This is, again, kind of intriguing with the lack of artwork on the cover. Did not know this record, but it is fairly known, I guess, in the Coil world. This is Coil, special edition. I guess this came out in the 90s, I think. I think it's a 90s release. Not much information in the back, as you can see. Yeah, Astral Disaster Sessions, Unfinished Musics. Yeah, really cool stuff. So, glad to have some Coil in the collection. I don't really have any Coil. I only have like a single from Coil, and they have a massive catalog. And they're favorites from a lot of my friends in BC rant and rave about Coil, so picking that up. Got some hardcore punk here this time. Punk from the 80s, actually, from the States. Pretty sure stateside from the 80s. This is No Trend. This is actually a compilation of some of their old stuff. It's called You Deserve Your Life. Again, another red sticker, half off this price, so it was actually like $5. Yeah, and it's pretty much a new record. On Digital Regress, it's again a comp of their older stuff. I never heard of No Trend. I hadn't heard of them before, so looked them up. Pretty sick. Now this record I was definitely on the lookout for. I didn't think I was going to see it. I've been actually thinking about picking it up on Discogs for a while, but with the shipping price, it's just going to absolutely be brutal. Probably like $100 with the shipping. This one I got it for $40. I think it's new. Looks damn new anyway. This is Huerco S Colonial Patterns. And don't ask me what label this is on, but it is numbered. This is 989 out of 1,000. It was reissued slightly after as well, but not too recently. Really cool experimental techno, as you might guess from the cover. Double album as well. I've got some Huerco S on maybe Lies or another label. So when I saw he had the album, I think I had a single. I didn't have an album, so why not? And I did pick up some death metal. I think Simon over Down Under in Australia may have talked about these guys or shown them before. Feculent. Sorry. Ooh, glad that came to me. Feculent. Feculent for only $6, I have to say. Wow. And I think I actually might have this on cassette already on Calgary Records. This is the Grotesque Arena album on vinyl. Super dark, dingy, low vocals, feculent, cool death metal. Not too old either, I think maybe 2018. Oh, I did see this. I hadn't seen this on vinyl before, but I also have this on cassette too, so this was a second pickup in a way. This is a split of Zom, who is a stoner doom metal band from my old hometown, Moncton, and another band, which I don't remember. Yeah, Super Himalaya. Super Himalaya and Zom. The split, very cool stuff. Zom's track is basically just one track on the whole side, and the other band's got a couple tracks. So doomy, stoner, sludgy, slow metal. Good stuff. 2015, that one came out. Around the same time, also got this one. This is electronic, back to electronic here. This is Eric Copeland of Black Dice fame on my favorite label, of course, Lies, out of the US. Eric Copeland, this is the Logo My Ego album. I had this in my collection before and sold it, I think. But, you know, I saw it again here for $6. Give it another listen. And it does have some pretty interesting stuff on here, so good for the experimental techno side of things. So that's the vinyl I picked up. All that in one day. And a few CDs also in one day, as well as a couple of Amazon pickups as well. So, this is the first CD pile of the new year. I'm feeling pretty excited, actually, because I like all these ones. There might be a couple other things, too, but no, I think this is the main pile. So, I'll start off with the Amazon picks, and then I'll finish off with the local pickups that were used. First up, this Merzbow album, absolutely sick. I'm playing it in the background, actually. I don't know if you'll hear it. This is on Imprec, and it is Merzbow with Arcane Device, kind of remixing each other, collabo style. So 2 tracks, Arcane mixes Merzbow, then Merzbow mixes Arcane Device. First one is 30 minutes, the other is 20 minutes. Great listen, takes you on a bit of a journey. Intricate, quiet listen. Because when you think Merzbow, the first thing you think of is harsh, unlistenable noise, but this is a little different, I would say. Much more listenable. It's got some intricate kind of glitch, different sounds, bits and bobs mixed in with the noise, some drone at times. Excellent album. Wish I had to pick this up earlier. It says it was recorded in 2016, but I think it was a 2022 release, if I'm not mistaken. If it is, it would make my top 10. But alas, it didn't. And these last 4 should have made my top 20 probably for 2023, but I just got them now. Some of them I was sitting on the fence. Like this one, I think I had this in my list for about a month or so, but I saw them talking about it again on Metallurgy the other day. I think maybe Dreadful Rick might have had this one in his list. But yeah, Left Cross, really sick stuff. Straight up death metal, old school style. No frills, no fuss, on profound lore as well, which always does great stuff. I wouldn't mind picking this up on vinyl too. Just good, quick listen, repeat listens, solid. And then two that I was really surprised by, actually. Sitting on the fence for 100 years for this one. It feels like it. I don't know. I think this came out when? Early in the year? Mid-year? I just refused to pay that stupid price that Amazon's charging. Till now. It's the holidays. What the hell? Splurge. Yeah, this is a good album. I like it. I like it a lot. It flows. It's got songs. And the next one has even more songs, I gotta say. As opposed to almost everything I've shown so far, which has no songs usually. That is an experimental listen. An experiment in listening. This is Dying of Everything by Obituary. This is the latest one, 2023. Probably could have fit it in the top 20. I wouldn't have had it in the top 10 necessarily. But I think it's solid for old schoolers. Yeah. Good, and modern production too. Kind of the kind of production that I heard, on the Frozen Soul album, but without some of those bells and whistles and trendy stuff. Now this one is kind of a surprise too. I didn't think I was going to love this as much as I did. However, I've only listened to it a few times so far, but this thing definitely rocks. This is KK Priest's latest album. I had the last one too, and I actually kind of liked it as well. So shame on me, but no, it's solid heavy metal all the way through. Killer riffs, love the vocals. Don't usually go for clean vocals, but when I do, some Tim Ripper Owens definitely fits the bill. Guy can reach. I think some people have said he sounds better than the last album. I have to do a comparison, but yeah, this is awesome. It's on Napalm Records. I'd put it in the top 20. Maybe I'll have to redo my top 20. But yeah, great overall performance, great riffs, great singing, and good songs. Actual songs on here, pretty good, memorable. And not so much in the song category, but a very intense tech death release here by Cryptopsy, the latest one. I got it too late to put in my top 20, and that's okay. I wouldn't have put it super high necessarily. It is brutal tech death, absolutely banging guttural in your face, on Nuclear Blast Records, of course. Good album. 8 tracks in total. It's totally Cryptopsy. So if you've heard them before, if you've heard brutal tech death, you know exactly what you're getting into. Well, last but not least, I got some electronic and hip-hop CD here too. Picked up this used for $10. This is, of course, the classic Plastikman album. Musik was his second album, officially third if you count Fuse as the debut by Richie Houghton. So Richie Houghton of Windsor / Detroit / Berlin these days, but this is the old school Plastikman, back when Richie didn't have hair, when he was bald. Really good stuff. Love this record. I got it on vinyl too. So interesting listen. Goes from ambient to very minimal techno. This was kind of a blind buy. Quickly previewed it on my phone before I picked it up, but I knew this label. This is the Interdimensional Transmissions label out of Detroit. That label, my upside down hand. Artist I wasn't too familiar with, GD Luxxe, but it's really good stuff. It's kind of like synth poppy a little bit and techno, electronic. 2003, so it is from that era, but it doesn't sound as dated. I think it sounds pretty fresh still. Good album. Fun album. This is a great album too. Never had this in my collection, it seems. I don't know. I always thought about getting it. But yeah, this is Autechre's classic. This is from the 90s still. This is like 93, 94. I had an Autechre record, but I don't think it was this one. It was something else. Anyway, Incunabula. Yeah, that's it. On Warp Records, but US edition is on TNT. TVT and Wax Trax are the states. Only downside of this used CD was the inner thing got busted before I even picked it up, but really good album. Got it in the close to the deck anyway. Last but not least, a little Run DMC for the holidays. In fact, this even includes Christmas and Hollis at the end. A greatest hits package that for $8 I just decided to pick up. Love Run DMC and just felt in the mood for a little Run DMC. This has some of the really old school stuff too, like It's Like That and King of Rock, You Talk Too Much, Sucker MCs. Love that early Run DMC where it's still really minimal, just like a drum machine and vocals. So anyway, those are my recent pickups on the road. Hope to be back soon and picking up more stuff for the new year. See you guys soon.